Hello everyone! Welcome back to the stream! And welcome back to Doom! Swampfo, hello! Is tart. I don't understand what you mean by that. And Super Week, hello to you! And thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. Start. Yes, we are starting indeed. It's been a while. Dude, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we streamed last time around. Some of you might know this, some of you might not know this. I do wrestling on my free time, and that takes up quite a lot of my time, especially now during the summer. So last week was a very short streaming week, but maybe we'll come back greater than ever this week around. I know that's not gonna be true because I know that there are wrestling dates coming up this week as well. But your old viewers told me that you leave your children often us. That depends what you mean, Swampfo. That entirely depends on what you mean. So okay, if you mean that I you know, take a day off streaming every now and then yes, that happens quite often. I mean, streaming is a hobby. It's something I do on my free time. So that means that sometimes real life will have to take what's it called? Precedence. I technically, you know, wrestling is also my free time, but you know, wrestling is very, you know, you need a lot of planning to get it running and stuff like that. So you know, in terms of priority, it's very hard to deprioritize the few wrestling dates you do get. And like long breaks, let's say you did it a few times. I have taken some long breaks a few times, yes. In fact, before I started streaming again this time around, I've almost been streaming like semi-consistently now for a year, almost. Well, like maybe like 9 months. But before that, I was gone for like 4 years. Like, I kid you not. So yes, long breaks has definitely happened in the past. I officially don't have a roommate anymore. Until September when my other friend moves in. Alright, Super Week. I feel like there's an explanation there, right? There's a story. Care to fill us in? 4 years. I mean, it is what it is, Ramfo. And as I said, like, sometimes life just doesn't allow you to do the things you might want to do. Be it streaming or be it something else. I mean, I'm sure you experienced this yourself as well, right? That sometimes you have to do stuff that you might not be, you know, happy to do. Or prevent, like, maybe life is preventing you from doing something you want to do. Which was the case for me for 4 years. Dude, it's been so damn long. I kind of don't remember what we were doing. Hopefully we'll be able to get back into it. Much has been said about Sev's great disappearance. Yes. Now, the interesting thing about both of you, Super Weak and Swampfo, is that you haven't really experienced the great disappearance, as it were. I guess hopefully you won't need or won't get to experience it either. Like, I'm also gonna upgrade quick recovery here. Given that both of you discovered this channel after the great disappearance. I mean, I don't really know what else there is to say about that. Sometimes you just... life changed, you know? And Super Weak, you have lost your roommate, right? So life is always in constant flux. Sometimes you can do something, other days you can't. Don't you dare leave me until we become 18. I will be a legal adult if you take a break that long again. That means, Swampfo, if I don't take a break, I will personally have a hand in your own upbringing. For better or for worse. I literally don't remember what we were doing. Dude, you will have to be understanding now, okay? And allow me to, like, get my bearings. Long story short, my neighbor moved back in with her former ex, now boyfriend again. Okay, I mean, I get the feeling that was the direction that relationship was heading in. Even though I might not understand it personally. Time will tell if that was the right move. Exactly. And I have a friend who is moving to Amsterdam for a new job and will stay with me until she finds her own place. Super weak. You're like the harbinger of generosity, the saint of hospitality. Okay, how does it feel to, you know, regain your I don't know. I'm not sure how you would view this. Like, do you view it as loneliness or independence, or maybe you don't really care about it? But you regain your independence or loneliness or whatever, to only lose it, I guess, a couple of days later, now that you have another friend moving in. Okay, I don't think we have been here before, right? Dude, what are we doing? Like, what is the quest? Dude, it's been so long since I played this damn game. Oh, yes, I remember. There is a like, on... in the compass area, if that's what you could call it, there's like an objective that you can follow. Alright, so at least I have an idea of where to go. I feel like I'm gonna die a couple of times to stupid crap, at least now in the beginning, okay? And hopefully we'll get back into the demon slaying rhythm. Do you think you're older than this guy named Eric van Wilderman? I have no idea who that is. I mean, based on the name, I would say that, you know, it sounds like an older name, right? Van Wilderman. It sounds like, you know, a nobleman or something. But dude, I have no idea who that is. Regarding my privacy, I plan to make the most of it this month. Oh, I see. I mean, hopefully... If nothing else, Super Big, hopefully you are getting something out of it, like having a roommate around.
Breach detected.
As in, I hope that it doesn't feel like a chore, if that makes sense. Okay, and as I said, it's gonna take a little while to get back into the groove. Yes. At least we have plenty of opportunities to listen to the soundtrack, which is, you know, half the experience, I feel like, of this game. Alright, I need to search them up if you want. Okay, let's see. I like, by just searching him up, will that, like, give me context on who this guy is? I can show you what Google is showing me. It's a YouTuber. But this doesn't tell me much. I literally have no idea who this guy is. I mean, based on, like, this picture, he does seem to be a bit older than me. Geometry Dash player. Oh, there you go. May I ask, Swamfo, why are you comparing me, or rather, asking me about Eric van Wilderman? Both of you are Onk gamers. You're not wrong. You know, you are very direct with the truth, Swamfo, and I appreciate you for this. You're not wrong. Being an Onk gamer, yeah, it is what it is. He's actually 8 years older than you. All right, but that just goes to show that age is just a number, okay? You're as old or as young as you feel you are, essentially. All right. I might not be as good at, I don't know, Fortnite or whatever as the modern youth, but damn it, I can still play some video games. And you know, the fact that I'm dying from time to time has nothing to do with this. Okay, let's see if I can remember all the shortcuts. All right. So number 4 is the heavy assault rifle.
Detected.
I probably need to play this game, well, at least now that I'm getting back into the groove of things. I probably need to be very careful and play this very cowardly. Okay. Oh yeah, and you don't reload in this game. I keep forgetting. I always instinctively, like, press the R button to reload, even though that's not even a thing in this game. I guess what I get out of it is I'm helping a neighbor, friend, person in need. Other than that, I'm perfectly content living alone, if I'm honest. But that's good. I mean, it's good that like, by pure instinct or whatever, you feel like, oh, there are power-ups. Interesting. This is the first power-up I've ever gotten. Crap. That you feel like helping other people out is like a worthwhile endeavor, right? Dude, we're already getting into punishment time. Okay. But, like, I understand where you're coming from with, you know, wanting to appreciate your privacy. Because if I remember correctly, Superweak, you are an introvert, right? So, I assume, like, if you had this choice, you would prefer to live alone. I don't want to, like, put words into your mouth, but that's just an assumption. But it's very good that you're taking care of other people. I really like that a lot. And I hope that, well, your soon-to-be new roommate is viewing things similarly. Alright, I'm gonna do some push-ups, okay? Because I've died 30 times. So 20 push-ups coming up. Then we'll play some more. Dude, those shield guys. I do remember that I need a good way to deal with the shield guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20! Dude, we are on top of things. That didn't even feel, felt like nothing, okay? But, the stream is young, or whatever. W push-ups, hell yes, Swamfo. The only thing that would make it better is if you are joining in on the struggle. You missed one. I'll be sure to get it back later with interest, Swamfo. Alright, so this is a, you know, a shortcut to get back. There we go. Alright, so shield guy is down. Which is definitely like the hardest enemy of the bunch. So this should be good. But one question, Super Weak, regarding your new roommate. Is she a gamer? Like, will we have Super Weak #2 joining the chat when that time comes? Because that would be kind of funny. When did you guys first realize Seven had a YouTube channel? I mean, for me, I created the YouTube channel, so I think I was the first one to know. But I assume you're not asking me. Alright, so what are we doing? Alright, we have plenty of ammo regarding basically every single weapon here. So I remember these guys spawned enemies. It's one of the big boys. This guy needs to go. There we go. Like the big guys are really scary. I will say that for sure. But as long as you have powerful enough weapons and ammo, very important. Like playing on nightmare difficulty definitely taxes your ammo for essentially every single weapon you have. Dead. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah, checkpoint reached. Perfect. I have more subscribers than 7. Teach me your ways, Swamfo. Teach me how to make content. It is true though that in terms of popularity or whatever, recognition maybe. People don't know me from YouTube. At least I don't think so. I mean, that would actually be kind of like a fun little thing to figure out from like where people have discovered this channel. Neither my previous nor upcoming roommates are gamers, hence I haven't been a very active viewer because I had to watch you in secret. What do you mean secret? What the hell is this? I just saw a wizard flying past. Okay. Oh, dude. Whoa. Calm down. I deserve that. Wait, super weak. Does that mean that you're ashamed of being a gamer? I know that you're a millennial like me, okay? And I remember when I was growing up, being a gamer was shameful. Alright, I kid you not. Like, you wanted to be a sporty kid, if anything, right? And I sure wasn't, okay? So being a gamer was like something you like low-key didn't want other people to know about. I make bad low-effort YouTube videos. I mean, that's, you know, that I don't think that's essentially a bad thing. Cause shit posting, if that is what you're doing, is definitely something people appreciate. I would include myself in that category from time to time. Alright, so the fact that this guy is teleporting is making him a lot more tricky to deal with. I feel like if I'm going out there, I'm gonna die. That's why I'm being very, very careful and standing inside here. Okay, we got him. There we go. Yes. Alright, new enemy, dead. It's a bit of a shame that we use so much rocket launcher ammo, but I feel like it's okay. Okay, checkpoint reach, perfect. I'm ashamed of being a Twitch viewer. Sorry. I'll allow it, super weak. I'll allow it. But at some point you need to come clean, okay? You need the world to know. You're currently in the closet, meaning the Twitch viewer closet, okay? You will feel so much better if you just come out clean. And maybe, just maybe, people will be understanding. I mean, it's, you know, it's 2026 after all. Lots of unks. Swampo, where would you consider the age limit being for being an unk? Like, or because I know that you were very young, you know, so you're definitely not an unk. But like, do you become an unk after 20, after 30? Like, what's the age range? I'm trying to understand how much of an unk I am at the moment. I have like 60 shitpost videos and 20 actually decent effort videos. 5 subscribers on my channel, so technically I have 55 subs. Alright, but what kind of like, when you say shitpost or decent effort videos, like what kind of videos are we making? Like, are we talking about gaming videos or something else entirely? Or just, you know, I don't know, memes in general? Let's see, so I need to get over to the other side. I guess we can go from inside here? No. Maybe from here? Yes. Yeah, here we go. I feel like being a gamer is still a bit shameful, and it only gets more embarrassing the older you get. I mean, you're right about that to a certain extent, Super Weak. Because, like, imagine this situation. Because this is a situation I've, like, low-key been in myself. You are an adult human being. You work at an office or whatever, and you're eating lunch with your coworkers, and all of the discussion topics are like, you know, very grown up, talking about like, I don't know, political events happening, the economy, loans and interests, stuff like that, how their portfolios are going or whatever. And you're just sitting there being like, I don't care about any of this. I just want to talk about video games. in that kind of situation right there, I understand that being a gamer is a bit. Okay, what? Dude, did I do? Dude, this has to be the coolest power-up ever. Holy! Alright, being Berserk is amazing! Anyone alive? Anyone alive? Okay. Alright, you know, sorry for that little introduction. Interruption, I mean. That was kind of cool. Alright, so the Berserker power-up is something you definitely want to beeline towards if you do find
Remember, the 12th Council of 9 is always watching you.
But yeah, like, in that kind of situation I was just discussing, you don't want to, like, bring up, you know... Yeah, it's fine, you know, that your portfolio is going so great. But what are your opinions about the new patch in League of Legends or whatever? You know, you feel like... you feel like you don't belong, if that makes sense. Onk is like 23 to death. Random YouTube effects when I'm bored. Somehow I get 1.6k views. Oh, dude, that's great. So you're saying that you become an Onk at 23 years old? I mean, in my opinion, you know, looking back, 23. I mean, you have barely escaped high school, assuming you did attend high school. For me, Onk age is like 30 plus. At least that, you know, internally, that is how I view Onk age.
Stopping our energy production is what you want, then you need only to destroy this last filter, and Argent energy will no longer exist in this solar system. We will be back at square one.
Alright, Doom Guy doing what Doom Guy does best. Destroying things. Alright, so demonic energy. All the research at the... Oh, sorry.
What you have just done.
Olivia is still alive. I've detected her life signature at the Argent Tower. She has removed one of the accumulators from the tower base. It has a unique energy signature that we can track.
Well, that's it then. There's nothing else to be done.
Alright, so we have just essentially destroyed all the demonic research that these guys were doing. Which is helping us in getting to Olivia, the main antagonist, but at the same time, like, everything that they've been doing here has been for naught, essentially. Berserk is epic. It depends. If you're like 16, you would say 30 plus, and then it just stays 30 plus for the rest of your life. Alright, so it's a hard cap at 30. Then 7 are geriatrics. Dude, yeah, we are barely alive. We are brains in a jar at the moment, Super Weak. You're just hanging on by a thread. We have reached Onk Supreme. But if you're Onk, like me, it depends. When you're 6, 14 is Onk. When you're 14, 23 is Onk. Yeah, Swampfo, I completely understand what you're saying. Cause, dude, this is making me remind me of a conversation I had with a coworker like a couple of years back. And he was like just describing like something that happened to him at a nightclub. And then he was like, oh, and then an old lady helped me out doing something. Like a very nice old lady helped me out. And then he was like, oh, she was like 30. And our boss at the time was 30 years old. And she was like, dude, what do you mean old lady? What the hell? Dude, I'm sitting right here. But because it is like you're saying, right? If you're under 30, 30 is like way, you know, way ahead. You know, it's like an entire generation of years.
You can use them to traverse the pipeline.
Oh, probably should have listened. But something regarding a travel system. Crap, I didn't hear what he said. You know, let me do some upgrades before we continue on. Okay, I only have 2 points. I can't really upgrade any of my weapons. Can I upgrade my gear, I wonder? I have 2 points here as well. Yeah, this decreases the cooldown on my grenade. When is your birthday? It was very recently. It's during the summer, in June. And I don't want to say exactly, because I don't want to be harassed during my birthday. And yo, JV, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, this is a new enemy as well. This definitely looks like something that definitely could be in Doom Classic. But JV, how's it going with Sekiro? Or are you perhaps done? Talk to me, my boy! And thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're doing wonderful on this Wednesday. Oh, Monday, what I'm saying. Enjoy your good collagen and metabolism while you have it, Swampo. Exactly. You know, the symptoms of being an unk will just come faster than you think. At one point you feel young, you can do whatever you put your mind to, and then as a moment later you're like, holy crap, my knees. Okay, so these Revenant guys seem to be... I don't really know what to make of these guys. I am dying, yeah. Bazooka, yes. Definitely worthy of a twerk. I'll agree with you on that, JV. I'm almost done. Just need 1 or 2 more streams. Ooh, okay, which boss are you on? Is it are you on? Okay, if I remember, you did defeat Daddy Owl. Okay, depending on if you're doing all the bosses or not, you should at least have the Sword Saint left. But if you're doing all the bosses, I guess you also have, for instance, Demon of Hatred. I'm more close to being Unk than being a child once. Are you older than 23? Because that is the limit that Swamfo put down. You know, if you're older than 23, according to Swamfo, then you are Unk. I'm on Father Owl. So that's the second Owl, right? Which is one of my favorite fights in the entire game, by the way. I just doxed my family in my first YouTube video. BRB, private it. Yeah, probably a good idea to not dox, well, anyone. Second Owl, oh great. I would say that Second Owl is my favorite sword fight in the game. Specifically sword fight. I think it's really, really good. It's hard. I mean, it's difficult. I mean... But, you know, that's why we're playing these games, right? Not because they're easy, but because they're hard. Can I chainsaw that guy? I can, but it takes up a lot of charges. Oh, 3 charges, in fact. Got it. So I can chainsaw the Revenants, as they're called. But it's very expensive in terms of chainsaw charges. Dude, the fact that... I'm not sure if I like that mechanic, to be perfectly honest. That you can only use the chainsaw in very limited... in very, you know, very few scenarios, essentially. Because eventually you will run out of charges, and then the chainsaw is basically dead. I would probably prefer it if they nerf the chainsaw effectiveness, but give you more time with it. Oh well. At the end of the video, I just show my dad's what's up. Oh yeah, that, you know, don't do that.
Based off a prototype developed by
the sword is being big, long, and strong. Oh yes, oh yes. And we both know what we're talking about when we say sword. Oh yes. What is this? Is this a weapon or is this something else?
Argent energy. Give yourself
double jump. Wait. Yeah, double jump. Okay, we just unlocked... Dude, this is great. Because one thing I actually wanted from this game, or felt like the game needed, was like more movement action. I was mentioning a dash earlier, but of course a double jump is definitely a movement, another movement option as well. Oh, here we go. Alright, so I'm supposed to go up here. Can I just... I'm not supposed to run across the pipes, right? That doesn't make any sense. No, that can't fit. There we go. I was like 8 attempts. I just put at the end of the video I showed my dad's WhatsApp. Sorry guys. At least you're getting older and you're learning, Swampo. Okay, we got more chainsaw start. That's very good. Okay, I'm trying just to get grips of the situation we're in. Alright, so there's probably gonna spawn a bunch of guys on this platform that are gonna be really difficult to reach. Alright, so long-range weaponry is definitely the way to go. I think. All those 30 views are just me replaying it 30 times. I mean, if it's 30 views, I think you're fine, or your dad is fine, I suppose. Yeah, here we go. Oh crap! I did not mean to do that. Oh well. I have this. I don't know, like. Part of me just wants to click the chainsaw button at all times, which means that I keep fat fingering the button and bring out the chainsaw. And as we just you know, talked about, the chainsaw is very much a limited resource in this game. You really need to be careful with how you use it and how often you use it. Alright, this is the way to go, I think. Javik, are you much of a FPS fan? Because I know that you're currently playing Souls-like, right? But maybe, just maybe, you have a wider palette than Souls-likes. Let's see, how the hell... Okay, so I'm supposed to jump up. Yes, okay, I see it. I like Souls-like games, but I'm too broke to afford infinite money. That is something I can relate to, at least when I was younger, right? That affording games was definitely like a struggle, and you often had to like rely on parents buying games for you. And my parents hated violent games, still do technically, which meant that you were very much limited in what you had to do in order to get, you know, well, violent video games.
That's an Argent accumulator she's carrying.
Why is she so hurt?
Use it to open a portal.
Last time we saw her, she wasn't this hurt.
While the Argent Tower is non-functional, the connection to their dimension is still
Maybe she has been
viable.
fighting demons as well.
You're at great risk,
I'm not sure.
Dr. Hayden.
I'm not a big FPS fan. I see. Sekiro is like 5,000 in my currency, and I assume that's a lot. I like story games more. I completely understand where you're coming from, Javik. And truth be told, this might not make sense, you know, based on the games I'm playing on stream. But when I'm playing off stream, I actually very much, well, usually play story games myself. And Arnie, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Oh, dude, now we have You came in just in time, Arnie. Shotgun time.
And is broadcast throughout the universe from
but I definitely feel like the way I enjoy video games is very different from when I'm playing games alone versus I'm playing games on stream.
It takes a team to make it happen. A team of people full of energy.
Which is like, oh, $50. I see. And yeah, and you know, if you're young, $50 is a lot.
Argent energy.
That's why I like to ride boats and be pirate. That is one way to afford games. I'll agree on that point. And Steven has the best community. Yo, thank you so much, Swampo. And you are of course part of said community as well. I'm not sure if I like this shotgun more, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, of course, I forgot. Every weapon has alt fire in this game as well. Yes. I was playing Fallout 4. Oh, it's your first time playing, dude. That's amazing. I know that, you know, the really die-hard Fallout fans really dislike Fallout 4. But I really like it. Like, Fallout 4 is definitely one of my favorites. Well, I like Fallout in general, I suppose. But, you know, Fallout 4 is one of the Fallout games I do like. There we go. Okay, I think there is one of those flying monsters. Yeah, exactly. I really want to play RDR2 on stream, but I'm playing Sekiro now. So the Elden Ring yesterday, and after Sekiro, I'll start with Kong. Alright, so you're definitely in your Souls-like arc, if that makes sense. Elden Ring is gonna take you a long time, depending on how much you know, you want to do in that game. It's really good though. I can't really say anything about Wukong though, because I have not played it. Have you played Fallout 4 7? Yes, I have. Plus both of the DLCs, meaning Far Harbor as well as Nuka World. I like them both as well, specifically Nuka World. I thought that was really fun. And Radiance, welcome, welcome. Okay, we just got a quad damage boost. Now I feel like we can kill anything we want now with a pistol. But Radiance, thank you for gracing us with your divinity. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having a wonderful day this Monday. It's been quite fun. I was only just wandering the wasteland because I also heard the main story stinks. In my opinion, Bethesda tend to not do great storylines in general. And this is also true for Elder Scrolls, in my opinion. I mean, they're fine. They're fine. But in my opinion, it's not like the highlight of either of their franchises. But that's just my opinion. So the fact that the story might not be the best one is like, I don't really care, if that makes sense. I mean, I do care, but it's not like the main point of the game, in my opinion. And I realize I say this after I just made like a little comment about me preferring to play story games. So I guess I'm a hypocrite. Have you played Undertale? I have not played Undertale. Well, that's not true. I have bought Undertale and I played like 20 minutes maybe, but then I stopped. So I have briefly played Undertale. I suggested it, but the votes didn't go well. I mean, we can always. I think it might still be on the list maybe. You like Nuka World more than Far Harbor? Yes, I heard Far Harbor is miles better. I hate. Okay, the reason why I like Nuka World is because the world is so fun in Nuka World. I mean, you're literally at an amusement park and just, you know, having fun, I guess. Okay, but sure, like if you're not into being a raider, then Nuka World is not gonna be your cup of tea. Cause you know, the entire storyline of Nuka World is you being a raider, basically. Going down here. I can't pick up more ammo. I already finished Elden Ring. Oh, my first playthrough a year ago, but I didn't fight Melania and I was able to complete only 60 to 65% of the game. I'll try to complete majority on my stream. Melania. That's a name that that makes me shudder, okay? Because when I played Elden Ring for the first time, I've only played it once. I had as a goal to play the entire game without doing any summons. And in that, I did play the game without any summons, all the way up until Melania. And I realized that no matter how many times I would try to do that boss, I would never beat her. So that is the first boss that made me actually use summons in the game. Unfortunately, the summon made that fight like trivial, so... Oh, boss time! Oh, Deltarune is on the list. Okay, wait. In that case, give me 1 second, and I'll add Undertale as well. I know that we have had Undertale on the list, but as you said, it didn't win. Okay, so what is this guy all about? He's a big boy with flavors. Oh. As far as boss fights go, that has to be one of the worst. I guess this game isn't really about boss fights. Yeah. Oh crap! Insufficient fuel. I thought I had more charges. That was not the case. I am now dead. I think it was gonna do like a sync kill on me. Give me 1 second. Millennium moment. Ow. You say Millennium Mommy, but she is infected by all manner of things. But, you know, there is beauty in that as well. Especially the rot, because it's very colorful. And this boss was also in Doom 3. In that game, it's a common enemy. I guess, yeah. It is a common enemy here too. But it was introduced in a very spectacular way, which made me believe it was a boss. Can we skip this? I guess not. Well, at least this guy is kind of easy to kill. Elden Ring is my first Souls-like. Ooh, in that case, I definitely would recommend playing through Dark Souls. I mean, the combat is not gonna be nearly as good as an Elden Ring. But you know, experiencing like the world design and just like experiencing a classic, there is some value to be had there. I need to move. As long as the big guy is chasing me, I definitely need to get a move on. Okay, there we go, you are dead. Ooh, quad damage! You're in my town now! Alright, 1 second. Where are you, big boy? Where did he go? There! Quad damage! Quad damage! Oh boy. I mean, the more you play of this game, I feel like the more it start to like be familiar to classic. Crap. I was going for the sync kill. That didn't really work. As in, the focus of the game is just navigating the arena you're fighting in, and I guess just dealing with more and more difficult demons. Dark Souls trilogy is nice. I will give it a try for sure. I highly recommend it, dude. I shouldn't have looked away there. I mean, again, like there's something to be said about experiencing the thing that brought Elden Ring, or you know, your favorite Souls-like, whatever it might be, into existence. After replaying through Dark Souls, watching lore videos and stuff is the best. Yes, I really like watching lore videos after beating a Souls-like. Without lore videos, it's basically impossible to piece it together. Yes, that's the reason. With the knowledge, replaying it is even more fun. I suppose so if you're doing like all the side quests and stuff like that, because that is something I personally usually skip actually. Whenever I play a Souls-like, I'm in it to kill bosses, because as you said, like the story is generally completely incomprehensible. Let's see if it's always a horror game. He can scream and destroy my ears, scare me AF. That's why I'm here, okay? I know that you're always looking for, you know, that next horror experience, Radiance, and I'm just here to help you out, okay? I'm on your side. Yeah, I know that. I think at least there's a big guy behind me. Yes. Wall damage. Here we go. Did I get him? Yeah, I would, dude. I was literally on 1 hit point there. and Sawakalot, welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna do my best to focus on the game here, because I've died here now a couple of times. Come on, just die. There we go. That's what I wanted. Have I missed any chainsaw action? Some chainsaw action. But unfortunately, like you use the chainsaw Well, not as much as I would personally like. Alright? There we go. I think that the worst of it is behind us. I do side quest for characters most times. They're fun, like Sigmar stories or Solaire. I actually did the story for Solaire as well, but I had a lot of help, like guiding me through the story. And you know, the first time and only time I played Dark Souls. Okay, the worst is not behind us. I was wrong. I was definitely wrong. There are still big ass enemies left. I mean, technically we do have the super shotty, but I'm not sure how good it actually is. But horror, yesterday I watched Sinister, best horror movie I've ever seen. Doesn't ring a bell, but as I've said before, like, horror movies is not really my thing. And me has to sleep. Alright, Swampo, thank you so much for tuning in. And have a great evening. Dude, the music is so good though. Okay, can this guy maybe face the light? There we go. This game will ruin you. After this you will be always want a chainsaw. You're not wrong, but I low-key feel like the previous FPS game we played, Ultra Kill, that made me mega dependent on a chainsaw. Because the one thing about this game, right, is that you cannot use the chainsaw at all times. So you can't really build up an addiction.
Demonic presence eliminated.
Okay, there we go. So that was the last one.
Lockdown
Right, checkpoint reached. Perfect. Scale the tower. Yes, Olivia Pierce. We are coming for you. Oh crap! I literally forgot that we have double up at this point. 10:30 p.m. on school night, and me need to leave. Not really evening. I'll be lurking for like 2 minutes. I see. And yes, I wouldn't want to keep anyone from school. That's for damn sure. What are we doing? Oh, I'm probably supposed to, yeah, jump. Okay, I get it. I'm supposed to jump on that platform. Got it. There we go. It is considered the scariest movie. And would you, you know, being a connoisseur of horror movies, would you agree with that statement? I mean, you said it was good, but does good also equal scary? Don't try to understand women. Women understand women, and they hate each other. Al Bundy married with children.
The accumulator's energy signature indicates that it is nearing the top of this Argent facility.
But
if she ruptures that accumulator,
it's the knowledge that causes the hate.
A portal to their world that we will never be able to close.
Because, you know, the sword. I mean, I know it's a joke. I watched a bit today of a man who tried to end himself with a shot to the face, but miraculously survived. But his face was basically gone and had many surgeries. The last one being a 50 hours complete face transplant. Like, Arnie, when you put it that way, are you talking about a documentary, or like, are you talking about, I don't know, a 4chan video that you recently found? Because that sounds, you know, the way you put it, it sounds absolutely horrifying. Oh, is this like some sort of platforming thing? It is horrifying. Oh, man. What are we doing here? So this thing is spinning, okay. Should we set up a GoFundMe for a face transplant for Seven? There are worse faces than mine! Alright, Sir Walkalot, if you had the opportunity to replace my face with someone else's, what would you do? I am curious, what would you change? I mean, okay, the hair is probably one thing, right? Wrong way. Because I know that you have commented on my hair before. Dude, he needs to die. Hopefully the super pot is good against those guys. It's not really my intention, but I guess here... Ah, there we go. But he survived and probably regretted it. If I remember correctly, that is actually something that happens quite often from people who try to end their lives, but, well, survive for one reason or another. As in... They tend to not do it again. Walkout will not change because Civic is very handsome. Alright, now two factions are forming. The handsome Civic versus not handsome Civic. My friends, 35 deaths. That means that we are doing 20 sit-ups. Oh boy. Boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, we're back. Oh boy, we're back. Your phrase is perfectly fine if one is into it, but yes, the hair, yeah, I suspected as much. You just need to go to the barber. I do plan to go to the barber somewhat soon, but the reason why like I'm letting my hair grow out as long is because I think it looks better from like a wrestling perspective, if that makes sense. But soon, very soon, the sheer quantity of wrestling dates will go down, which will give me an opportunity to breathe. You missed a push-up before. I didn't miss it, I just didn't count it. But maybe that's the same. Go fund me for a hair transplant. Yeah, there you go. I keep switching to very bad weapons. I need to be a bit more, I don't know, aware of my keybinds. Oh, what happened there? Huh. I died to electricity, apparently. I don't think... I mean, it could be just the environment, because I don't think any enemies, like, shoot lightning or whatever. Sibit living his Viking arc when wrestling with long hair. Exactly. I mean, there are wrestlers who wrestle with short hair, but I feel like the norm is having longer hair. And I guess I'm just following the trend. Well, longer hair than what I am currently having. From a wrestling perspective, bald and facial tattoos would work even better. But I really like, you know, when you get hit by something and you like recoil back with your face. I really like it when, you know, hair is part of the recoil, if that makes sense. As in, you know, the hair is, you know, being flicked back as well. And, I mean, I will be bald eventually. I will be bald eventually, so... As long as I do have some hair on my head, I feel like I should enjoy it. Oh, damn, that is a lot of damage. Alright, so basically, if you take a full barrage of all of those revenants, you're screwed. But it isn't intimidating. I mean, that depends, I suppose. I mean, sure, like, if you're taking, like, Goldberg as an example, he's bald. Does he have tattoos? I think he has tattoos as well. And, you know,
Demonic
he does have, you know, his aura, right? Being, you know, a very intimidating man. So I get what you're saying. You ever feel dizzy when doing those recoil moves? Sometimes. Yes, sometimes. In fact, this weekend we did a spot that was all about, you know, being dizzy. I got hit by one of the small guys. And like my opponent was just, you know, picked me up and literally was just spinning me around. And well, that made everyone involved dizzy. Okay, dude, I am dying a lot. Okay, for whatever reason, this particular arena is making me struggle. Markiplier returned to FNAF and beat 10 out of 20, the hardest night in FNAF 2. Now he wants to do the 50 out of 20. Heartwarming moments, he hasn't played the game in 12 years. And but those games were like the games that made him big, right? I haven't personally like been watching Markiplier like that much. But I know that he is definitely like associated with the FNAF. And I know that he was like accused for cheating not too long ago as well. In the Five Nights at Freddy. But it's very good that, you know, he does something, you know, that his community is responding positively towards. Very nice. I'm gonna jump. Whoop. Yeah. The Revenant is up there. I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep moving like this. Okay, there are 2 Revenants. Got it. I don't have that much ammo. If I only had one more charge in my chainsaw, that would be so good. I did not mean to go to the jump pad, but it literally saved my life. Okay, I am running out of options when it comes to long-range weapons. Okay, as long as I keep running, I will survive. That's the important part here. Where are you? Okay, iframes, that's fine. Iframes is good. Iframes equals life. My mom is coming back from hospital tomorrow. She's doing well, thankfully. Oh, that's great. Whoa, but that means that she has been in the hospital for a while. I remember when you told us about that, Arnie. I mean, I'm very happy that everything turned out fine. And hopefully, you know, she won't need to like go back for, well, forever. I am running out of ammo very quickly. Will I have time? Yes. Yeah, okay, he said. Come on! Yes. Alright, good, you're good. I think we got this now. We are regaining the ammo we need to beat the rest of the arena. I hope. Maybe. Okay. There should be one more enemy left. Yeah, there we go. On your side. There we go. Dude, as I said, like this was.
Demonic presence eliminated.
Oh, there we go. This was quite tricky. I'm not gonna lie. Exactly for that reason, he redeemed himself for beating it to Jin. Ah, That's very good. I mean, he is big enough and well loved enough to not have to like worry about cheating accusations or whatever. But I'm happy that he did, you know, take it seriously or seriously enough at the very least. She didn't feel bad or anything. It was just for safety if something happened. Ah, I see. So, you know, extra precautions more than anything. But that's good. I'm sure she lives a healthy lifestyle from now on. No more sugary stuff. Well, that's good. That is good. I mean, if you have diabetes, that is definitely the play. As in not eating sugar stuff. Forgot what these did. This is the second time I've used one of these. Oh yeah, you can get more health. I remember. Unless I want like more armor or more ammo maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna get more ammo. Because I feel like I am running out of ammo quite often. Especially during like the more hectic fights. Doom guy Oro Farm is killing a fucking demon with bare hands. Dude, I just realized today that there is an upgrade or a power-up you can get in this game where that is called Berserk or whatever. And that makes it so that essentially your fists become chainsaw in terms of damage. And you basically one-shot every single enemy in the game. It is great. It is amazing. I need to get down now. How do I get down? Maybe there's like a path up here that I can take that I missed. All I have is her. I don't want to lose her. Oh, I understand. I understand that sentiment because I do remember you telling us about well your dad well not being around anymore. So I completely understand your sentiment. Beetlejuice, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you, Beetlejuice? Are you still playing Chronos something? I forgot the name. I forgot. It's on my voting list as well, but I forgot the name. If so, is it good? Oh, this is where we're supposed to go, I think. Yeah, this seems to be right. Even though I have two half siblings, I'm not very close to them. I see. Well, the relationship you have to... I think I'm gonna die. Nope. Am I supposed to be here or not? Probably not. I'm playing Chronos: The New Dawn. It's quite interesting so far. I'm still going to piece this story together, but I'm enjoying it. Oh, I see. Is it like a story-heavy game? Because all I know about that game is that it's like a horror survival game, if that makes sense. Dude, I don't know. I am kind of lost. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very lost. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to just follow this platform right here. Chronos is not a hard game. Beetlejuice, would you agree? Is it a hard game? I remember when it came out, it was one of the bigger games. I do remember it did come out not too long ago. I think I'm going in the wrong direction. Yeah, now we're falling. I guess that's a death. I don't know where to go. I am mega lost, dude. I am mega lost. It's kind of like Resident Evil, but in space. I actually don't know if you're in space. I mean, based on the suit, I mean, you have, you know, the big head and whatever. It reminds me of Dead Space, which is the first survival horror game I have ever played. And well, if you haven't played Dead Space before, you know, it's gonna be very difficult to you know, use it as a point of reference, I suppose. But I would describe Dead Space to be at least in the same genre as Resident Evil. But you know, there are definitely some notable differences, given that well, you're in space. And Grunge, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to See If It Being Lost Simulator. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. It came out at the same time as Silksong. I see. Well, if you want the game to play Silksong. It's really good. It's not for me with the aims. It's not instant. You have to hold to charge. Dead Space is on my list too. I see. You're very much into horror survival games. I feel like. Come on, Seb. One more death and I can watch some punishment. Hopefully without jeans. I don't know how to feel about you entering the stream and the first thing you want to see is me dying. And then you want to see what kind of pants I have on my body. Dude, I feel like Grunge, are we toxic towards each other? Genuine question here. Thank you so much for tuning in, by the way. You said the name and it made me remember. I need a DLC. Alright, I keep walking in circles. Oh! Wait, I have an idea. I have an idea. Because that power-up we just got gave me invulnerability. And I know based on the tooltip or on the compass that I need to go down. I have an idea. I will probably die here, yes. Alright, Grunge, you'll get your wish. But you know what to say. Be careful what you wish for. Cause I don't have any pants! I'm kidding. Silksong is after Hollow Knight, right? It's what the chat wants. Yeah, Silksong is after Hollow Knight, and in my opinion, Silksong is basically Hollow Knight, but it improved in essentially every single way. Silksong is a really good game. Alright. Listen to the knees pop, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Dude, this Unk still got it, okay? I still got it. As in, I can bend my knees without dying, okay? Dude, if you're over 30, that is a win, okay? That is a win. Dude, you guys don't even know how close I was to just seeing the light for the last time. What I'm doing over there, it's a matter of life and death. Alright, let's see now if I can try to use my strategy here. I had a hard time understanding where to go in Hollow Knight. That is actually a fair point. Whenever I play both Hollow Knight and Silksong, I had people essentially guiding me where to go. But, well, I'll say this, Beetlejuice. If you do want to play Hollow Knight, I'm sure like people like Arnie, for instance, would love to watch. Alright, so I'm not dying going into the beam, but this is definitely not the way to go, because I'm stuck now. My friends, I broke the game. I broke the game. How do I get out? Oh, whatever, I'm just gonna load the checkpoint. Alright, so that is not the way forward. I am mega lost. I have no idea where to go. I did legs today at the gym as well. My glutes do be hurting.
The road to hell is paved by
Grunge, does that mean that you also might be an enjoyer of pain? Self-inflicted pain. If so, I approve. 100%. I approve. I very rarely, if ever, work on my glutes. I will say this. How do I get down? I don't understand. Dude, if someone could tell me where to go. I used to play Hollow Knight off stream. Wait, when you were angry? Wait, Beetlejuice. I will ask you to elaborate, assuming you, if you want to share, of course. Because why would Hollow Knight be like an angry game? I like this game right here, Doom. I feel like that is a good game to play when you're angry, because you're just slaying demons upon demons. I know that I need to go down. That is at least what the game is telling me, or the compass, but I don't see a way to get down. Oh, dude. I must to a Hollow Knight stream soon that I really have a hard time and had to uninstall. I thought that was already known, fellow masochist. As I said before, pain is pleasure. Oh yes, oh yes. Well, if it wasn't confirmed before, now it is. Now it is. I thought Hollow Knight was a shield game. It can be, but it's also very stressful when it comes to boss fights and stuff. Do I need to look up a guide or whatever? This is getting ridiculous at this point. I think there are more charges here. You would play to calm down. I see. It's not a it's a calm game when it's not a boss fight. Exactly.
By Argent Energy.
And not when you're fighting Abs, Rad on Radiant. Yeah. But I mean, it's a cute game, absolutely. When you see like the art style and stuff like that, and I definitely think that
The road to hell is paved.
that Silksong like keeps up, you know, the good vibes of that game. Dude, you know, maybe I should start playing Hollow Knight now because I am losing my mind, not knowing where to go. Well, pain is pleasure, as we just established, so maybe this is something I should just enjoy. So, okay, what does happen if I try to, like, glide on these guys for, like, the entire duration? Like, will I automatically be pushed off or not? I guess we'll see. We die and learn. I'm not even in a boss fight. I keep making mistakes on the map. But that's fine, you know. Every death is a lesson, Beetlejuice. It's all about perspective. Okay, so I'm supposed to go... I mean, listen. The compass is telling me to go down, but it seems like the correct objective was to go up. Yeah, exactly. Like Oni said, we die and we learn. It's like when you tell Ori to jump and hold on to the wall, he decides he wants to jump and die. You know, maybe Ori has... unresolved trauma and unresolved feelings that making him do things. I have not played that game, so I literally don't know what that game is about. Okay, I'm supposed to go towards the middle, I suppose. I remember dying to the mantises the first time. When it comes to Hollow Knight, I remember basically nothing about the game. I remember Silksong a lot. Now I'm here. I guess as long as you're moving upwards, you're going in the right direction. Follow the blue apparition thingies. Blue apparition thingies? Well, I guess we're now at where we're supposed to go, but I don't quite understand what was supposed to be the blue apparition thingies. Did I do the right thing, Grunge? Cute game, The Shadows of the Void Lord, Silver Rising from the Dark. I mean, things can, just like Little Nightmares, things can be horrific and cute at the same time. Because I will make the claim, and I will die on this hill, that Little Nightmares is a cozy game. It's a horror game, yes, absolutely. But it's also a cozy game. And a game can be both at the same times. I just thought of a joke that I probably shouldn't say. You should try it. The music in the game is amazing as well. Ooh, well, I do enjoy a good soundtrack. Well, speaking of good soundtracks, this game also has a good soundtrack. I mean, I wouldn't consider this soundtrack to be like beautiful or whatever, but it's good if you're into metal. And Beetlejuice, I remember that you like Bring Me the Horizon, you know, so maybe you would appreciate this soundtrack as well. Silksong stream were so peak. Oh, Silksong stream was amazing. Yeah, but Silksong was also such an amazing game. Everything about Silksong was peak, in my opinion. I like how Sid is asking me like I've played this game before. I'm experiencing it to you, mister. I mean, take it as a compliment, Grunge. I know you so good at this point that I'm looking to you for answers, okay? And I don't know what that means in terms of psychoanalysis or whatever, but again, see it like a compliment. I never knew so many people loved Hollow Knight in Silk Song. I mean, there's definitely a community there, Beetlejuice. It definitely is. The Doom soundtrack is crazy. I have it in my playlist. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And, you know, it's actually the same for me. I learned about the soundtrack of this game before the game itself. Along with Coffin of Anne and Laylee. I mean, the Coffin of Anne... I mean, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong. The Coffin of Anne and Laylee. But you do get, like, second-hand depression or whatever from playing that game. Like, based on the story. You know, that is actually... Interestingly enough, that is one of the few times where, like, the story was, like, the main part of my enjoyment of a game. Because, you know, the Coffee of Anne and Laylee, like, the story is, you know, literally everything in that game. There we go. You guys haven't played the Coffee of Anne and Laylee, you're missing out. It's a good game, but the themes that the game is tackling is quite intense. Hollow Knight, Mio, 9 Soul Castlevania, Metrovanias, basically. Those games you can move left, right, or up, and you have to kill bosses and enemy with huge maps. Yes. And Hollow Knight and Silk Songs are definitely both part of that genre. The only thing that fears you is my Rage playlist. Nice. Have you ever played Osu with The Only Thing That Fears You? I'm not sure if that song is in the game, but it would be interesting to see, I guess. A similar reaction to peak moments of Anne and Laylee. I feel like my reactions are kind of the norm. But you know, what do I know? What do I know? I got really invested in the story. That I will definitely admit. I like to do Steel Soul in Silk Song, but I don't feel ready, and I wait for Pantheon-style DLC. I know that I have a friend that currently is doing like a Steel Soul playthrough of the game, but he's playing it like very cleverly, as in having one save file that is the Steel Soul. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, that means that you're playing through Silk Song without dying. Basically a hardcore rule set. But he has a non-hardcore rule set on the side that he can play to like try out bosses and stuff. I have to go watch his whole playlist on YouTube to see this. I wonder if one of those reactions can be easily found from the game. Because I don't think there are any clips, unfortunately, from the Coffin of Anne and Laylee. But maybe I shouldn't show this because this is literally spoiler. Yeah. Never mind. I was gonna like show you some gameplay from that game, but let's not actually do that. In case you are interested yourself in playing it. Ori and the Blind Forest is like that. Matt, you're a genius. I need to try that right now.
You cannot stop me from claiming what I have owned. What I was promised.
Here's Olivia, not knowing that her fate has already been sealed. What is this? Weapon hologram. Huh? This is just like, I don't know, a document maybe. I played Ender Magnolia. I don't know if you remember me mentioning it. I think so. At the start of the game, there is no difficulty selection, but there's sliders for damage, enemy attack speed, etc. I regret setting everything to max because it ruined my first playthrough and I lost motivation to play near the end. That is very similar to the game I'm playing off stream at the moment called Pathfinder Kingmaker. And I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty, which is mega hard. Like, it's one of the hardest things I've ever played, basically. mentality is if I start like that and play through the game like that, I can't change it. At some, I mean, it's up to you. You are in charge of your own life, but at some point you need to ask yourself, is the pain worth it? And the answer is of course yes, because we love pain. I played Steel Sword in Hollow Knight only because I did every boss on Radiant again except Markov. And you did it, right? At least that is what I remember. At this point I have an endless list of things I should be doing. And streaming is one of them, Grunge. But okay. Life is hectic at the moment, or at least so you've said. So I'm not gonna press further. By the way, yeah. You got lasered, and I guess that was your wish in the very end. Right. Now we're playing music. Now this is the soundtrack, okay? There we go. How many of you are metalheads that are currently in the chat watching? Or at least could appreciate a good metal song. I guess that you know brings up an interesting question. What kind of music are you guys listening to? Like mostly.
3, 2, 1.
I probably should just use normal water launcher here. Oh, get smashed.
Category 4.
There we go. Dude, this is actually going quite well.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Famous last words, dude. Yeah, famous last words. Hell yeah! There you go, Arne. There you go. I know you miss seeing my streams, but I'm giving you more space to be a god gamer. But here's the thing, Runch. How can I be a god gamer if I don't have the goddess gamer to compare myself to? Cause that means that I'm just a god gamer, like in isolation, like without any reference points, if that makes sense. You know, remember for instance when we had the battle in Resident Evil 3, right? That way you have someone to compare to. And Soren, yo! Thank you so much for tuning in, Soren. What is going on? Doom 2016. Oh yes. Are you a fan, Soren?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I wonder if I'm supposed to kill all of them. Because I do hear the countdown. Like, I wonder if there's something I should be doing. Goddess gamer, you say? Oh, or should I say god gamer? Dude, wait. Okay, what was wrong with what I said? The fact that it was gendered or something else? Hard to believe this game is 10 years old. Oh yes, I'm a huge fan. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, Soren, have you played the classic Doom as well? Okay, I'm low key like curious if I'm supposed to like jump into the laser as well, or if I'm just supposed to just kill all the enemies. Wrong weapon. Okay. There's a god in this chat and there's a gamer too. Here's your comparison. Fair point, Radiance. I have not played either Silksong nor Hollow Knight on a hardcore rule set, okay?
7, 6, 5.
So in that sense, you are the god gamer in this chat. Shit. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Things are getting very hectic. Die, 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 die. I want to sink him. You should not have jumped back. Ah!
4, 3,
Anyone remembers a game called Here Sam? Yes, actually. Well, sort of. When I was young, and now I'm talking very young. Like we're talking like 5 years old, plus minus something. I do remember like one of my friends owned that game, Here Sam. So I've never played it myself, but I do remember like sitting next to like the neighborhood kid, playing that game. Yeah, did you play also, by the way, Beetlejuice? Or why do you ask? I was intending to stream today, but my internet went all wonky. I will... Crap. One second. There we go. I will try again tomorrow, albeit it's CS Tuesday again, and the RE4 game is staring at me from my library. I guess the important part is that you're streaming and that you're getting stressed out about. I'm kidding. The first Doom game I ever played was Doom 64, which is supposed to be Doom 1 and 2 combined. I see. So you have played the classic ones, or at least like a combined version of the two. It is where the original Unmaker weapon was introduced. Unmaker weapon. I wonder if that's like the last weapon you fire essentially at the end of the classic Doom. Top 10 scary things of all time, playing CS as a girl. But that's the thing, Arnie. If you're a girl playing CS, essentially the worst thing you can do is like saying something in open chat. Because that is like opening the floodgates, you know, making all the hate comments and whatever pour in. At the same time, not using a mic when playing CS is also like kind of throwing. So I guess you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I did not like the design of the Unmaker in Doom Eternal. I don't know if I remember or know about that weapon. I did play Osu. Oh, nice. The map was a bit hard. Hopefully, at least, you know, you got the rage-inducing, head-banging... I guess, the desire to do that, I suppose. You got the right, you got into the right state of mind. I guess that is what I'm trying to say. I remember playing Duke Nukem 64 game where I tried to get into the strip club to see naked pixelated women.
6, 5, 4.
I feel like there are easier ways to see naked pixelated women. But I guess that's one way to go about it, that's for sure. Oh, I haven't even realized that I do have a chainsaw. I was asking because I was curious. I see. But where does the curiosity stem from? I remember Christian's alone, and I never speak. Ah. This was just a survive the horde kind of mission. Got it. I got an achievement that was called Warp to Hell. So I guess I know where we're going. Wait, what was that? You don't even need to play a horror game. You just boot up CS. I mean, we are joking about it, but it's kind of horrible, is it not? Same in Rivals. I mean, I feel like in any sort of team game out there with a mic, like I feel like women has to deal with shit. I got a video game. I gotta go video games cultured people and see it. See you later. Radiance. Playing video games is one of the most noblest thing you can do. I wish you well on your journey and your quest to vanquish some foes. Oh boy. My friends, we're not in Kansas anymore. Nor in Stockholm, nor in wherever you guys are tuning in from. It was the 90s. Pixelated nudity was the only thing we could dream of. I see. Well, You know, Gen Z has it easier, I suppose. Or Gen Alpha, whatever. Well, you know what to say. The only thing they fear is you. But dude, this is like very 40k-ish. Like using a skull as like a... as a console. Welcome to hell. We have tacos! That means that this place ain't so bad.
Set up a portal device at the tomb. Use the light poles to mark our path.
Alright, let's follow these marines then, I suppose. Or the markers. Today I won all my Dota games and may have cheekily trash talked a little bit. Okay. Grunge. This is a very serious thing you have just mentioned here. What did you say specifically? What was it, like easy game, easy life, or like what is your go-to trash talking comment? What is this? No! Damn it! Of all the things you could die to. Oh, that dude, we're already at 45 deaths. So, well, you know what that means. Intro boys. Never heard that before. 20 push-ups coming up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, they're getting tougher. They're getting tougher as we're streaming. I'll say that much. Can finally open my window. It's getting cool outside. You know why? Because you have a cool guy inside the window. That is you, Arnie. That is you. The Gauss rifle, a favorite of mine. It seems to do a lot of damage if you don't fall off a cliff. I recommend not falling off a cliff. Just die like I die in most games. By a cliff. Now that is interesting, because the last game you played... Wait, oh. Oh, okay, so I don't need to pick up the Gauss cannon again. The last game you played was Resident Evil, was it not? And I don't think it's possible to die off a cliff there. Unless you're talking about, I don't know, like Vertigo on CS. I've been cooked all day with this. 40 Celsius! Ooh! Yeah, that's horrific temperatures right there. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of screams. The sound was kind of deafening. Ooh. Self-inflicted pain. Feels so good. Feels so good. Oh man. Holograms ended up becoming the most unrealistic thing as I got older and realized that light can't randomly stop in empty space and make an image. It needs an endpoint. I mean, there are, you know, holograms currently that are like fans, you know, spinning around real quickly and creating an illusion, at least, of a like an image, like a 3D image being projected. I did die off multiple cliffs in Sekiro. Oh, okay. You're getting in your quota or whatever of cliff deaths. And yes, that is definitely the thing you can do in Sekiro. Been there, done that. Okay, I'm killing these for the health. There we go. Watched so many vids. Europe got way hotter compared to any other continent this summer, thanks to also strong our environment with trash and whatnot. Yes. for whatever reason, Scandinavia got off like kind of easy in this summer, because Sweden hasn't been that warm at all. So whenever like everyone has been like complaining about, you know, the heat, you know, either like Central Europe or like the UK or whatever, I've been like, you know, it's kind of like a normal summer here. You know, it's kind of comfortable, and I mean sometimes it's too hot. Dude, the volume is getting kind of loud. Big says you're in the north. Yes. But you know, the downside of being in the north is that my tolerance for heat is so damn low that whenever I get to like a slightly warmer country, like I am struggling. I need to move to Sweden and live with Seven. Arnie, what in your mind, what would it be like to live with Seven? Because here's the thing. The relationship between a streamer and a chatter is by definition parasocial, right? That which means that your impression of living with Seven, it would probably be warped by that the nature of the relationship, right? I guess it's a very like self-indulgent kind of question for me. Very chill. All right, nice. I'm giving off a chill aura. There are worse things. Worse auras I could give off. Oh, please. Good. On stream you would be like a normal dude to me, not a streamer, I guess. Oh, fair enough. I take it as a compliment. I do. I very much do. I very much do. Imagine yourself streaming in one corner whilst Arne is in the other room watching. Oh boy. Okay, wrong weapon, there we go. And then it's like, Seven, if you don't do this, boss or whatever, I'm going there and kicking your ass. And then you know, a random person just shows up on stream and start beating me up, and it's of course good old Arnie. Watching right next to Seb, but just outside of Cam's reach. Okay, so I need a blue, oh, I can get a blue skull from there, it seems. And I need a yellow skull to get through here. Okay, got it. Right, exploration time, y'all. I hear noises. Only can't use the kitchen since there's punishment zone for said stream schedule. True. And who knows what other kind of sources of pain I have in my apartment. Because we have established that I live for pain, right? Self-inflicted pain. And my kitchen might just be, you know, the tip of the iceberg. Who knows, like, what kind of mess ups? Dude, can't I get a checkpoint at this point, please? BDSM. Oh, well, I wasn't really going in that direction, but sure. Maybe I have a BDSM room. How would you know? Backseating IRL. That's something on my list to do in real life. You know, back in my days, when we played video games, backseating was something we did on that. You know, that was the norm essentially when you were like playing video games with friends. But now all of you kids are so online. So split screen gaming or like, you know, couch gaming is no longer a thing, or less of a thing, I guess. I feel like you reacted with every emoji under the sun there, Grunge. But not all of them were negative. I'm just putting it out there. When I was a kid and in my friend's house, I didn't backseat them. I just watched them play and had fun doing so. I see. But in that case, you have, you know, experience what I'm low-key describing. Alright, so let's try to be a bit careful this time around. And hopefully not die. I was content sitting there, no backseating. How things have changed. Now you know, the backseating, what's it called? Desires is hard to shake. Alright, so we have two big boys. It's like an addiction for real. I mean, I guess it's like a way to... It's a way to... I don't know. Get some value out of the things you have learned as a gamer yourself, if that makes sense. Like, if you know all the strats or like the best strategies in a game. No, crap! I brought out the chainsaw and then I put it away. And like, it's a way to get some use out of that information, I guess. Oh, dude. We have just entered hell, and already I feel like the game has like increased quite significantly in terms of its difficulty. Oh, I probably should upgrade some stuff as well. What kind of upgrades do I want? I mean, I guess I'm using the explosive shot quite a bit, so I guess I can get this. Okay, that's all I can afford. Alright, there we go. Unironically, if I were to grow up with Sevet in Sweden or Sevet in Romania, we would have been good friends, I'm sure. we're so similar. I appreciate that a lot, Arnie. But at the same time, that is the thing to be wary about when it comes to, well, streamer-viewer relationships, right? It is parasocial. And like, what I'm saying is that the version of Sevet that you see, like, on the screen, is not necessarily, you know... okay, I wouldn't say that it's not the true Sevet, but it's a version of Sevet, if that makes sense, right? So like, getting the complete picture might or might not change your perception of me in a positive or negative light. That doesn't mean that the, you know, the relationship between a streamer and a viewer is like bad or deceptive or whatever, but it is something to bear in mind. I'm gonna take my time here and grab this armor before I proceed. Albeit backseating just a teeny bit where you still let the other person figure it out with the hints is so satisfying. I guess that is like low-key the kind of experience I am providing. I am fulfilling a very specific niche. At least for the people who do find this stream. Right, so we know that there are a lot of zombies, or demons rather, that's gonna be spawning. Let's see if I can just take care of this guy real quick. maybe not. Not even the way you act in streams is similar to me, but how passionate you are for games and stuff like that. Oh, that is true. That is true. Maybe I'm too passionate. It's like, okay, if I'm not like wrestling, it's low-key the only thing I do with my free time. Because I do play games off stream as well, right? That I truly enjoy. I'm nowhere near that energetic as you said on the streams. And Arnie, I have a secret for you. I have a secret for you. I am not this energetic in real life either. I'm engaging a very specific part of my brain, a very specific part of my being to become who I am when streaming. Fair enough. Oh, wait, 1 second. You always would try to show your good side when in public. Yes, exactly. And you know, there's a good side to that, Grunge, because if you're trying to do psychoanalysis of me and like my body language or whatever, I have a layer of protection, if that makes sense. Because you're only seeing the public Seven, if that makes sense. The Seven, the streaming Seven. But I'm making it sound like you're like, I don't know, an evil manipulator, which is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm trying to say. More of a joke, if nothing else. Would be hard to be this energetic all day during work and stuff. Oh yes. The boss is like, yo, you got that report? I'm like, yo, this report! Holy, yeah, boss, I got it right here, dude. The report is so damn good. Holy, the damage of this report, that you don't even know. And there's even multiple pages. It's insane. And my boss is like, dude, shut the fuck up. I can't get through that any kind of protection. I don't know what to say to that. I don't know what to say to that. Fuck, I'm dead. Oh crap. Dude, I've been dying in this particular area for quite a while now. We're currently on sit-ups when it comes to punishment. For your boss watching this stream, it's like watching a completely different Seven. Would be cool for him to see, I guess. Dude, my boss has watched my stream. And there is a viewer called Gambler's Fallacy, and that is my boss. He doesn't like watch very often. And before, I'm gonna just say this little story before I do punishment. A little fun story. Oh, that's what I said it. Oh, I see. I misread you. When I was doing interviews for my current position, I put my stream on my resume. Like I kid you not. So my current boss and like one of my former colleagues, they actually like watched like a VOD or two of me playing Subnautica. But that is kind of funny, because that allows the boss or whatever to like see who I am outside of interviews, right? And weirdly enough, they still hired me. Alright, 20 sit-ups coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh boy. What if the biggest plot twist is I don't actually hate jeans IRL as opposed to how I'll make you see him online? Now the question in here is, Grunge. Wait. So you're doing like reverse psychology. You're like, I really want to see a Seva doing like exercises in jeans, but I can't just say that. Therefore, I need to manipulate Seva by going through his protection or whatever, so they actually use his jeans. You might be more dangerous than I thought, Grunge. And they hired you after they found you online. That's so cool. Well, I you know, again, on my resume, the name to my stream was there, so I allowed them to find me, if that makes sense. But yes, like before and like after. Dude, this place is so damn hard. It's insane. But before and after, you know, the interviews, they had the ability to look me up, basically. Why the way Seva does sit-ups, he might headbang the counter. Well, I am a wrestler, Grunge, which means that my self-preservation instinct might not really be there, or might be worse than yours. But Grunge, we love self-inflicted pain, right? So why not get two sources of pain at the same time? One from the actual sit-up and one from headbanging your counter. Really gets you into the mood for Doom, let me tell you. Yeah, the super shot is really good. I probably need to use this a lot more often. Okay, now we're here again. Alright, I'm gonna do my best here to take it slow so that we can actually do some progress in this damn game. Exactly, I love the idea. And I might enjoy pain, right? But there's one thing I dislike when it comes to video games. And that is the feeling of wasting your time. And at the moment I'm feeling, well, my incompetence, I guess, in this game is making me feel like I'm wasting time. Oh, there we go. But Grunge, how is your own workout going at the moment? As in, your workout for the marathon. Or not the marathon, the 10K, sorry. Is your glute training interfering or complementing? No! Come on! I am trying to play this very calm, collected, and safe, and yet I keep finding ways to... If being a masochist, do you prefer physical pain versus emotional pain? Oh, physical pain. Absolutely. Emotional pain. Yeah, how do you even describe this? The thing about physical pain is that it can sometimes, at least, be like associated with you doing something good. You know, being at the gym is like the most normal example, right? You have never, like, maybe it's like the first time you've been at the gym or whatever, and your muscle is sore. The pain you feel afterwards is it is painful, but you know, there's some satisfaction in that pain, you know, like it's a symbol of you having done something good, if that makes sense. But I don't think there's like such an equivalent for mental pain. Like, if you're feeling mental pain, it's very seldom or ever you have done something good, right? You can basically never wear emotional pain. Oh damn, I forgot I have a gauss cannon! I literally have probably the strongest weapon in the game. I completely forgot. So you can't really wear emotional pain as a symbol of pride, I guess. Or maybe you can. I'm back. Welcome back, Arnie. It's good, it's good. I did do a 12-kilometer hike on Sunday, 6-kilometer incline, 6-kilometer decline. Okay, you know, it's really good that you're getting the incline and declines as well. Because when you're running outside, that is more akin to what you would experience, right? Okay, now I'm actually gonna use this weapon, given that we got it. I'm back. Oh, you infinite died. Alright, welcome back, Arnie. I'm still here. Dude, you haven't missed anything. Is there an alt? No, okay, there doesn't seem to be an alt fire for the gauss cannon. Deals a lot of damage though. I'm not sure if my little rant there made sense. Or I don't know, Grunge, would you prefer emotional pain? And Arnie, or anyone else who just tuned in, we're talking about if you can be masochistic for emotional pain in addition or as opposed to physical pain. So I know that one guy will spawn in this corner right here, but I don't know exactly what to do to trigger the spawn. Okay, at least some guys are running towards me, so I'm gonna run back. And hopefully I can kill enough enemies here so that they can spawn. There we go. Leg day Sunday with the hike and leg day today at the gym. Hence my lower half wants to fly away. I understand that feeling. There we go. Have you considered doing an upper body exercise? Just food for thought. What would be an example of emotional pain? Being rejected? For instance, like romantically, but not only romantically. You know, being rejected for, I don't know, a job position. Or being rejected when it comes to, I don't know, participating in like a friend event or something. I feel like all of these could be examples of events that could cause emotional pain at the very least. Like watching horrible things. I mean, I wouldn't consider that to be emotional pain, but at least not necessarily. I would love to get a. I would love to get a, what's it called, a checkpoint. I prefer physical, obviously, but some I have more emotional pain constantly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, wait. If you have it constantly, that must mean that you have, like, the pain source, right? Is still around, right? But maybe it's a source that it's hard to get rid of. Like a typical example would be like, I don't know. Let's say you have a toxic parent. Like, I'm not saying that you do, but just an example. You know, that source of emotional pain is hard to get rid of because your parents are, you know, part of your life. Well, sometimes. All right, we got the checkpoint. I'm doing back tomorrow and then arms the following day after. So I'm not only doing lower body workout. Oh, that's good. Try to make it so that your physical pain will overpower the emotional pain. Health through suffering. So Sivir watches horrible things cheerfully. The things we learn. You know, you might not know this already, but I am in fact a psychopath, okay? Stop promoting gambling sites, please. Excel Wizard, thank you so much for tuning in. And what gambling site do you presume me presume that I am advocating for? Okay, how do I get through here? Well, I guess I need the yellow skull. Alright, so I guess we're exploring. Well, we got the checkpoint, so at least if we do die, we don't have to go back all the way to the beginning. Why you struggle to say? Me stuttering, is that proof of my dishonesty? Is that what you're saying? Because I stutter all the damn time. At least when I'm streaming. I don't know really why that's the case. Well, I do know why that's the case. Like, when I'm streaming, I'm usually starting a sentence before really knowing where it's going. And stuttering is a way to give me more time, if that makes sense. Oh, here we go. Here's the yellow skull. No gambling sites were mentioned or will be. Yes. One of the benefits of being unmonetized. That's what I'm doing. I'll outweigh the mental with the physical, so that I will be constantly in some kind of pain. Exactly. Body never reacting, by the way. I reject the very premise. You heard it here first. I don't reject the fact that I'm stuttering, because that is true. That is something I do. I wouldn't mind having pain of watching too many Sam streams. What do you mean, Grunge? Are you saying that it's painful to be here? I'm kidding. Thank you so much. Well, is it a compliment, actually? Is it a compliment? What is this?
First age. In the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood, burned by the embers of Amen.
Oh, so I need to stay here in order to listen. Ah, whatever. Lore. We got lore. Seved, when you are going... when are you going to go back to Morrowind for some nostalgia trip streams? I miss you, Morrowind streams. You know, I've been thinking of about that kind of a lot lately. Not Morrowind specifically, but playing games outside of the voting list. Because I said so the other day that I'm actually kind of seldom playing games on stream now that I would be playing off stream, and I see this as a good thing, by the way, because this means that I get to like find new cool games to play that I probably wouldn't have played otherwise. I mean, Resident Evil, Ultra Kill are good examples of this, right? Holy. But at the same time, I guess I am not playing genres or whatever that I would feel that I guess more comfortable with, if that makes sense. And I'm only like playing I'm only playing what's it called? Blind games, as in first playthrough kind of games. It was so entertaining because you know so much about Morrowind. It's a game I have many hundred hours in. But I don't know what to do about that. Like, if I at some point should play it. I mean, the last few times I am playing games on the voting list that aren't in the top. I'm getting flamed for it. So yeah, I don't really know what to make of it. I like how my sentences makes every question. Never let them know your next move or next sentence. You know, Grunge, if I didn't know that you're reading like self-help or like social manipulation books or stuff like that, maybe that wouldn't be the case. But I don't know, maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe I need to relax more. Play games you can tell us about, like showcasing it to us. It's the best kind of save it stream IMO. Arnie! Should we add that to the list? As in, a game Severed can showcase. A Severed showcase stream. Ultra Kill good. Yes, Ultra Kill was really good. Crap, I am reading chat as I'm fighting these horrible demons at the same time. So if it looks like I'm not concentrating, it's because I'm not. No! Oh, my bad. I got onto said stream when he was playing Sekiro, and then stayed for RA2 and 3, and now I just joined for 7. You know, once you're on that drug, that Sev drug, it's hard to quit. I'm kidding. But I'm happy you're saying that, as in that. Essentially, I could play any game, and there will still be some sort of interest, right? At least that is how I interpret it. And for chat, yes. Exactly. Never forget about chat. Showcase stream would be so fun. All right, you know what? I'm gonna add it, and I'm gonna add it to the list, and we'll see about if anyone gives a shit about that kind of suggestion. So that would mean that the playthrough would not be blind, and I would have a lot of knowledge about the game, be it mechanically, story-wise, or whatever else, right? And it would be a game of my own choosing. Might be on the list, might not be on the list. Like, completely on me, basically. Petition to remove a voting channel. Dude, I have thought about that as well, Excel Wizard. But here's the thing. I don't want to remove it. Because, again, some of my favorite games I've ever played, I have found via the voting channel. So there are definitely upsides of having the voting channel. Well, I would say that generally speaking, it's more upside than downside. Come on. Die. There we go. Ooh, checkpoint reached. Yo, that was kind of hectic towards the end there. We could explain every bit of the game, you know, we could also learn a lot about games we haven't played. It reverse backseating. I am backseating you in that case. But yeah, I feel like that could be interesting. Absolutely. I love seeing people nerd out on games that they enjoy, truly enjoyable. Oh, I see. Well, again, we'll add it as a suggestion to the voting channel, and we'll see how things progress. You mean chess? I am bad at chess, as you well know, Excel Wizard. Ah, here we're supposed to go. We could add games to the channel for the showcase stream, and we vote which one, if that's fine, or you could just choose it yourself. I guess depending on the interest, we could. We could, I guess, make a decision. With one eye open, I should be bidding farewell to 7 chat. I need to be able to get to gym with 2 eyes open in a bit. Glad I was able to catch a stream and have fun. And see you guys next time. Grunge, thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure, as always, having you here. And I wish you all the best. Gathering the physical pain to block out the emotional pain. I wish you, of course, no emotional pain whatsoever. And thank you for the stream, man. I'm gonna stream a little bit longer, Beetlejuice, but if you need to go as well, thank you so much for being here. And hopefully, at least you got some enjoyment out of... oh, it was Grunge leaving, yeah. I mean, the... I was something else. It's all good, it's all good. It's 2 a.m. for me. That, you know, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. 2 a.m. But wait. I was about to be like, as a question, like how you can be awake so damn late. But I remember, you're a night owl. That is something we have established before. But okay, how early do you usually wake up, Beetlejuice? Oh wait, are we back at the beginning? Oh, I took a wrong turn there, I think. Me go, this game sucks. This game does not suck. But if you wanna go, thank you so much for tuning in, Excel Wizard. Guess I need to go through here, but 7:30 or 8. Alright, so if you're falling asleep around this time, at least you're getting some amount of hours. So you're not torturing yourself, I guess. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I've been sleeping at 5 a.m. lately. Wait, that you can't get like much sleep on like, I don't know, on essentially 3 hours, right? At least I know from personal experience that I would not be able to function with that amount of sleep. Maybe I should become a night owl as well for summers. At least I would be comfortable doing nights without heat. Oh, there's a teleporter here. I mean, there are upsides. And lately I've been going on the nighttime walks here, and I really enjoy it. It's a like walking alone, and I'm not just talking about like having someone beside you, but also like being alone with like no other people being outside. It's actually very therapeutic, I feel like. Well, not maybe not therapeutic, but I don't know. It's like meditation almost. Alright, so now we're supposed to go back. Oh no, there's a door here. Okay, got it. I guess I need to kill the big boy. Oh, you catch up on weekends. You're like a bear sleeping like during certain times of the year, or well, in your case, of the week. Then I nap when I get back from work and stream, and the cycle repeats. Oh, dude, I have actually had a daily routine that is similar to that. Well, I used to have when I was working early hours many years ago. I didn't get enough sleep during the night either, so I always slept like 2 or 3 hours every time I got home. Normally I can sleep at 1 a.m, but because I get stressed out and overthink, I can't. Oh! That happens to me too, Beetlejuice. Like, if you're going to, like, here's the thing. If you're going to bed, but you're not actually sleepy, you're just staring up into the ceiling and just, I guess, trying to fall asleep. That's when your mind is going ballistic. That's when your mind can stress you out and give you anxiety and just overthink literally everything. And when you get into that mode, it's impossible to fall asleep. Absolutely impossible. I would go for a jog at this time if I could, but it's not safe. I'm very sad to hear that, you know, you're living in a place that's not safe, but I understand your apprehension. One thing I do, and I might be a psychopath for doing this, but whenever like I need to think a lot, or when I'm like talking on the phone, and like it's a very like long, deep conversation, I always walk around the apartment. So sometimes, like if you would like look through a window of mine, you can sometimes just see me going in circles, like on like behind me right here, like in the kitchen, going in circles, just over and over and over again. If you see me do that, that means that I'm in big think mode, if that makes sense. It might look like I'm going completely nuts if you're just seeing me going in circles, but that's how I like to think. At this point, just play Bioshock. All I see is just run and gun. It is a lot of run and gun. I have played Bioshock, at least Bioshock Infinite. And the story in Bioshock is really good. I do know the big plot twist in Bioshock 1 though. Alright, I've been stalling. It is squatting time for me. So 20 squats coming right up. Listen to the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Dude, this was supposed to be a rest day for me, okay? And here I am, working my ass off. Run and gun in every game works if you're lucky. That's true. That is true. All right, so at least I know where what I need to do. The big blob enemy needs to die before we can proceed. Oh, come on. Did not mean to use the chainsaw there. My bad. Dude, this is so bad. Back just in time for squats. You know, your timing is impeccable, Super Week. Welcome back. Hopefully you haven't had to hide the fact that you are a streamer viewer too much. Dude, I remember these enemies from Doom Classic. If I remember correctly, these guys aren't that tough. Again, based on Doom Classic, yeah. They're easier. I think this Arne guy is suck. I disagree. I disagree. What? Someone behind me. Oh yes. I am dying. I am absolutely dying. Yeah. I'm a closeted baby girl. Wait, aren't we called goth moments now, Super Week? So you're a closeted goth mommy. Why die? I am enjoying this game so much, Excel Wizard, okay? That I am dying to make the game last longer, okay? That's why I'm dying on purpose. There you go. Alright, so the big blob needs to die. Okay, can we spawn them in? He wants that extra workout, exactly. I'm not gonna get my peak physique by not dying, right? Okay, these guys deserve some ghost rifle. There we go. There we go. Ain't no rest for the wicked. True. Are you calling me wicked, BT? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, no, that's a good thing. I'm wicked. I'm wicked good. Because wicked is synonym for cool, right? We all are, yeah. Maybe this guy really sucked, that's why he died. Maybe... Wait, so does that mean that a game where you don't die, that is considered a good game? Oof, he jumped past me. Of course. I see. Dude, I'll bear this in mind. If such a game exists, I'm trying to think of one. I don't know, like maybe The Sims or like something like that. Well, I guess you can die in The Sims as well, or you know, the people, your Sims can die. Oh, that was fast. You can die in The Sims. Yeah, I realized too late. Yeah, I probably want the quad damage. And I saw the big one, yeah. Shit. I'm going back because I don't want like any enemy sneaking up on me, essentially. Here we go. The world is cooked. Oh yes. Overcooked. Too much of watching Gen Alpha streams. But it's good that I am here to counteract Excel Wizard. I am the Unk stream. So is this the last enemy? At least I can hope, right? Checkpoint reach. Oh man. Here we go. Oh, Overcooked as a game. I've never played Overcooked, but it's like a co-op, well, cooking sim, or maybe not sim is maybe not the right word, but cooking game. Dude, this is like the longest level we've ever played. The music in this game is really golden. Yes, I completely agree. I'm gonna get more health this time. On stream, on game. That is true. That is true. You fall off the map in that game, but would you consider that dying? What happens if you do fall out of the map, Beetlejuice? Can you like come back and still play the game, or is that it? Again, I've never played a game, well, that game before. I have played a game called Peleta, which, at least based on the name, sounds to be like a fairly similar kind of experience. And you can't die in that game. So I guess that's another example. You fall back on the map. Alright, there you go. Yeah, well, in that case, I would not consider it dying. You have indeed found the pacifist goated game. Have you ever played that on stream, by the way, Beetlejuice? Wait, what is this? Screaming Skull, eh? Lost Soul, they're called. What game? Overcooked. Yeah, exactly. Overcooked. Okay, you're dead. Oh, you have never played it! Ah, I see, I see. Well, in that case, how do you know it's goated? Only watch my friends play. I was too broke back then. I see, I see. Oh, the music in Doom is goated. I see, I see. Dude. Maybe I've been streaming for too long. I feel like I'm misreading things. I thought I could get away, but did you see the weapon there inside the little tunnel? Maybe that death gave us something to work with. Now I need people to play it since everyone completed it. Oh, you can complete it. Well, if it's good, then well. Oh shit. It's just a cooking simulator. But right. I'm confused to like how you beat the game. Like, is there a story or like what does that mean? Beating the game. What you do want to complete though is Cuphead. At least I can understand like the end goal in Cuphead, right? Because at least, you know, there are boss fights and stuff you're dealing with in that game. For Overcooked you have to like different levels and you're basically just going to click all the levels. I see. Alright, so and is one level right like you doing like a lot of dishes? I think Xavier would not complete Cuphead. Too hard. Me? Not completing a hard game, Arnie? Let me, Arnie, let me show you what I'm gonna do to hard games, okay? Cuphead is next level hard. Alright. Oh, okay, I see. You need to like rev it up essentially. You have to do dishes, cut tomatoes or onions, or like make pizza, for example, serve it on a plate and then the dishes. You're completing orders as fast as you can. It sounds very similar to Plate Up. But the thing is, Plate Up does not have like a story or like an end goal or whatever. You literally like it's a roguelike essentially. Dude, the accuracy of that weapon was absolutely shit. I wanted to make a joke, but I shouldn't. I prefer not. Well, you can say that, Arnie, even though I've said something similar this very stream. Because now we know that you have something in mind, but I completely understand your hesitation if the joke is like inappropriate or whatever. Oh, checkpoint reached. Thank you. So where? Oh, here we go. This game definitely does not let up. You're going from like an insane arena filled with monsters to the next. But to be fair, like this is low-key what I wish for, like when we were starting the game. So I guess I only have myself to blame here. Oh boy. But you have your streaming community, right? You know, the Fires, the Deweys, and the gang. Well, maybe those are the people who have finished Overcooked. I did defeat a couple, but never got past the dragon. The dragon. Okay, but okay, so you have played Elden Ring before, Arnie. Have you beaten every single boss in Elden Ring? Like, including Melania and Prime Consort Radon? Would you say that Cuphead bosses are like a step above those bosses? But timing with your schedule sometimes. I'm gonna plug my ears. Hi! Hello, Fire! We were... I kid you not, Fire! We were just talking about you. Not in a bad way or anything. I was just wondering why BTUs have had a bad time finding people to play Overcooked with. And I was like, but Fire is right there. Mev said your name and you spawn. Exactly. Planning to go in Elden Ring blind. Oh, you... Well, BTUs, have you played a Souls-like before? Very important question. Because if you haven't, dude, you're gonna be in for a wild ride. And I only said like a couple of names. Well, I guess it's like kind of spoilery if I say that certain bosses are hard or whatever. But hopefully I didn't spoil too much. I played a bit of Dark Souls. Okay, so at least you have an idea of what to expect then. I will say like your first Souls-like is definitely gonna like hit like a truck, both in terms of like quality and stuff, but also in terms of difficulty. But I will say that once you get through your first Souls-like, you get a certain understanding of the games and like you get like a expectation perhaps. I will play whatever my PC can run. I see. Could your PC run Dark Souls, for instance, Fire? Oh, haste. Nice. Only big boys left. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Because everything hit me and I died. That is the experience. And I will tell you this. It doesn't matter if you're playing Dark Souls, Elden Ring, or any other Souls-like. That's gonna be a recurring theme. Let me tell you this. Dying is something you do quite a bit. What is this? Oh, map. Nice. I mean, the enemies are getting tougher by a whole lot, but you do have the tools to deal with them, which is good. Even my old PC could run DS. It can run anything. My old PC was so bad, you guys couldn't imagine. But I still played DS1 on low res 30 FPS, and I enjoyed it. I feel like that is the way I played Dark Souls the first time as well. But the very first time I played Dark Souls was on Xbox 360. But I didn't finish it. I didn't get very far either. And oh, here we go. Oh, we still have the Gatling gun. Interesting. Having a turret is really good. How are you? I am good, if you're asking me, Fire. I've been away from streaming for the last couple of days, so it's good to be back in the saddle. I've been wrestling quite a bit during this weekend, and there are more wrestling dates coming up very, very soon as well. But at least for now, back into the... back to normalcy. I'm gonna try Heat Blast with the plasma rifle. I have no idea if this is like a good upgrade or not. It sounds good to my ear. Building up a big explosion. Okay, where are we supposed to go? Here. Fire, have you played this game before? Is this one of those games you can run on oh, hologram. I'm trying to read a book to get my mind off things. What book will you use? Are you into fiction or non-fiction? I'll give you my permission to leave once you tell me about the book, cause now I'm curious. I remember my old PC when I played Dark Souls and I had to fight a boss with watery environment like the DLC first boss or the dragon in sewers. And my game always kept freezing and I had to pray I beat the boss before the freeze. That takes some commitment, getting through something like that. I'm not played Doom, but I've watched it. I see. Is this like your kind of game? Oh, so that, okay, so... Yo, these are like I remember these guys from Classic. These are like the final types of enemies you're fighting in Doom Classic. Yeah, Baron of Hell. Yeah, I do remember these guys showing up in like the later levels. It's a manga called Skip Beat. I never heard of it. But I don't read much manga these days, unfortunately. Alright, but it's fiction? Well, I guess so, just manga. Also reading an old book called The Historian. Alright, I guess you have a wide palette of books. I think so, yeah. Oh, wait, give me 1 second. I like playing with people. As in multiplayer games. So, an FPS game would be your kind of game if you like could play it co-op or something like that. Going back to your PC, which games have you played that it can run? Maybe I can suggest some games. Fair point. I would recommend this story if you like creepy, eerie vampire vibes. Have I ever read a horror novel? I don't think I have. Interesting. I'm currently reading a book as well, but it is I've nearly finished it. It's called Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I mean it's good enough to read, but at the same time I low-key don't recommend it. It's kind of weird. I'm playing League, also make a chameleon here and there, and that's it. Those are indeed games that don't require much hardware. I guess the League could be like the most intensive games of the bunch, but even that game I wouldn't say is very intensive. Okay. But listen. I have some bad news. I'm gonna end stream right here, right now, because it is indeed the time for me to leave as well. Your bad news interrupts my recommendation. Alright, hurry, Arnie! Let Fire get your recommendation fast before it's too late. Okay, before it's too late. Time is of the essence here, Arnie. This is a timed mission. And as you're doing that, let me do my normal spiel. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Again, it's been a long time since we did some streaming. Due to wrestling commitments, and as a warning, I'm gonna say right now that more wrestling dates will be coming up very soon. Not tomorrow though, because we will be back tomorrow with more Doom starting at 6 PM Central European Summertime, okay? So at least tomorrow we'll be back with streaming as normal. I have so many recommendations though. W stream, W community, W game. Do you have at least one game you can put out, Arnie? One game before we end stream. That Silk Song, good suggestion. I mean, I would say play Hollow Knight first, but Silk Song is better. But I would say like building up to Silk Song is the way to go. W stream, L stream ending, yes. W squads. I've seen Sing Song. It's pretty good. It's really good. I strongly recommend it as well. And with all that being said, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good time. And I hope that we together can have some more good times, playing some video games, streaming some streams. But until then, as in until tomorrow at 6 PM, please drop a follow if you want to be notified when we go live. Save it out.